my main reason for coming here on this United Nations General Assembly is because I feel that the world should realize this is a serious situation developing. This is just the beginning. The fact that 8 million people for almost 53 days now are under siege. It's dangerous because whenever the siege lifts, I fear bloodshed. And when there's bloodshed, there will be consequences, repercussions which will go much further outside Kashmir. It will also raise tensions between Pakistan and India, as happened when there was in February, there was a 20-year-old Kashmiri boy, according to his parents, got radicalized by the security forces. He blew himself up. And India blamed us and bombed us. And then also it could have got out of hand, but we immediately returned the pilot. I fear that more of that will happen. Once the curfew is lifted, things will get from bad to worse. I fear that this will have impact not just in Kashmir. There are 180 million Muslims in India. This is going to have a huge impact there. Then, in Pakistan, we have taken all these steps to to control all these organizations, disband them, taken over their seminaries. So what happens as this thing gets from bad to worse? Things will deteriorate even in our own country. So it's very important for the world community, the United Nations, to take action now, before things go out. And that really was the purpose of my visit. And I hope I've tried to explain things to all the leaders, world leaders I've met. I hope to speak on this tomorrow. And I hope that the world community acts on this. Unfortunately, I found that the material is so much more important than the human, and this is, of course, reflected in the world community's attitude to climate change. But this eventually could have far-reaching consequences, and therefore, as I said, I hope that by the time I leave, I hope to meet the UN Secretary General tomorrow, and I hope to convince him.